Everyone, good morning. So I bought this Princess Auto Towable Backhoe a couple of months ago. I was online, looking at trying to see if this thing would be any good in rocky soil. So I was checking all kinds of videos online, and I live here in Newfoundland, and it's called the rock for a reason. And so I didn't want to buy it if it wasn't going to, be able to, dig soil here, right? So I, after looking at a ton of videos, still wasn't really sure if it was going to cut it. But last week I was digging out this hole, and man, it was full of rocks. I mean, like boulders. So after a couple of months of making this, or buying the backhoe, so I done this little job here. There wasn't too many rocks, but there was a few. But after digging out, I ran into this guy right here. So I'm gonna put my boot up here so you can see, right? Like these things, I mean, there was boulders and rocks everywhere, and that little backhoe, that was no joke. I got to be honest, right? Like dug those out, no problem at all. She just, no strain, no effort. Now, if you were, into huge boulders, it's not really meant for that. But man, I got to say, it was awesome. So, for anyone who's out there who's wondering, if it's a toy, it's not a toy, not at all. So, just want to give everyone out there a heads up that little backhoe worth every penny.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to add to this video that I actually purchased this backhoe with my own cash. There was no endorsements or anything like that, so my review is my own personal experience. I've owned it for a couple months, and to be honest, I think it's a good machine. So I started digging this hole because I wanted to actually put in some rhubarb, and when I started digging this hole, it was just filled with rocks. Filled with rocks. So my camera was down when I was actually digging it, but as you can see, there's a pile of rocks there on the ground, and so I'm going to show a little bit of video of how big the rocks actually are and the ease at which I loaded them. I've also made a couple of mods with the backhoe. Put this, probably see in the video, I put this bar in the front. It might be a little bit too high at the moment, so I'm actually cut it down a little bit. It serves as a handle because getting back and forth on it, there's nothing in front of you to hold on to, so it's a handle. And sometimes, well, when you're like I am, when you're using the controls, it kind of jerks back and forth, and it can actually throw you right off it. So I've got some on over top of it, so if it does throw me forward, then that handle would actually hold me. But I think it's a little bit too high, so yeah, so here we go.